Well, welcome back. As I said, today we're going to be talking about the people you have probably seen at one time or another and wondered about, maybe feared a little bit, had questions about certainly, and those are the members of the Hare Krishna movement here in the United States. My guest is Srila Gurudeva, who's asked me to simply call him Guru Dave. He is, as I mentioned, the initiating spiritual master, governing body commissioner in the Hare Krishna movement here in the United States, and spends a lot of time here in Texas and in Houston. Good to have you here. We appreciate you
very much, Roger.
Coming on the show. Tell us something, if you will, a bit, just to form a basis for things, about the history of Krishna and the movement and the religion. Where did it begin and how did it come here?
Well, Krishna is a name in Sanskrit for God. So I guess we have to say that this movement began with God.
Okay.
And traditionally, Krishna is worshipped in India. God is worshipped there in the name of Krishna. And the movement came to the United States in 1965 when my spiritual master, his name is Srila Prabhupada, brought the movement from India on the order of his teacher and began the movement. It's not, of course, a new movement. Sometimes people brand us as a cult, but it's far from that. Our scriptures are 5,000 years old. And it's a very traditional and conservative religion. In fact, in India, it's considered to be the most traditional of all the religions practiced there.
Why did he feel compelled to bring it to the United States?
Well, one who actually has love for God wants to spread it to others. And the beauty about the Krishna consciousness movement is it provides an entire day, hour-by-hour process of loving and serving God. And the very easy method of developing love for God by chanting Hare Krishna. The essence of the religion is to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. These three words, Hare, Krishna, and Rama, are different names for God, and they purify one. So seeing the great irreligion that had spread all over the world has become very materialistic nowadays. Prabhupada felt that there was a genuine need to bring relief to the people of the world. And he felt that the best way to do this was by broadcasting the chanting of Hare Krishna.
He first established his headquarters in New York.
That's right.
And you are very obviously an American, and I would be willing to wager a New Yorker.
A New Yorker.
Okay. You joined in '67, shortly after you arrived. What attracted you to this? What in your life made this seem like a good way to go for you? Well,
in college I had been studying philosophy. And so naturally I was searching for the perfect philosophy or way of life. And actually I joined out in San Francisco on the West Coast. I went out after college, I went out to the West Coast, and I happened to meet up with some of the devotees of Krishna who invited me to the local temple there. And that was the first time I met Prabhupada, my spiritual master. Of course, when I first heard him speak, I was a little doubtful, to be very honest. I had seen so many spiritualists and leaders, and I felt many of them were a little bit cheating, to be honest.
In what sense?
In the sense that they said so many nice things, but they often didn't practice what they preached.
Okay.
And so I made a very close study, first of all about his teachings, and secondly about his personal lifestyle and the lifestyle of the other devotees there. Then I became a little bit convinced.
It is, from what I read, a strict religion, and I understand there are what, 4 basic principles that you have to follow.
I want to make a statement here to say that that doesn't mean that all of our congregational members follow these 4 principles. But in order to be an initiated devotee and, say, a minister of our religion, you have to follow 4 rules. No meat eating, or fish or eggs.
I was curious to know why eggs were included in that.
Well, they have the potential for...
Oh, to become life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no meat, fish, or eggs, no gambling, no intoxication, and in fact...
that includes coffee.
That's right.
Coffee, tea.
And cigarettes also.
Okay.
And no illicit sex, which means no sex outside of marriage, and even within marriage for the purpose of procreating children.
What is the chanting for? It can sound to someone outside quite relentless, and quite monotonous.
Well, one point is that I would say that if anybody tried to chant any word, let's say coffee, 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 you get pretty sick of it after a while, and you wouldn't get your thirst quenched. But
True.
somehow or other, we're able to chant Hare Krishna throughout the day, throughout our lives, and not get tired. In fact, we relish it more and more. And this is because we actually understand that the name of God and God are non-different. In other words, God is present within His holy name, and Krishna is one of the holy names of God. We don't say it's the only name. So we find that by vibrating God's holy name, we feel ourselves in contact with God. And naturally, we feel ecstatic about that.
Okay. Do you actively go out and seek converts? I mean, I would gather you believe in proselytizing your religion.
Yes, we do. But we don't force people, of course. In other words, this